Before we begin, please remember that Bariatric Paths is a podcast for inspiration and support. The information shared here is based on personal experiences and insights from our guests. It is not medical advice and should not replace consultation with healthcare professionals. Always speak with your doctor, surgeon, or dietitian to determine what's best for your unique journey. Now let's get started.
And now I'll tell you quick, I weighed over 500 pounds.
And it's a little easier to say now that you're not 500 pounds. I know, for me, I have no problem saying I was 387 pounds.
Right.
I didn't say that a lot before. I'm filing my license weight.
Right. And that license weight has been there for how many years?
Since college, okay? I've been 250 since college. So now it's I'm lower than my license weight. I gotta get a new license.
All right, y'all, it's time for a Let's Talk About It, where me and Jesse take off the filters and keep it all the way real.
No scripts, no sugarcoating, just friends talking through the stuff that we think about but don't always say out loud.
We're diving into the raw, the relatable, and the real life moments on this bariatric path. Because sometimes you just gotta say how it is.
So pull up a chair, get comfy, and let's talk about it.
All right, friend. It's just us. How are you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing good. We look all official in our shirts now. I love them. Thank you so much. Jesse is also partner in this now. So you are a new VP and you are coming here along for the ride. And I'm just so grateful for you for joining in and sharing their story and helping me get these stories out to everyone. Because that's the whole thing. Just making sure everyone understands that they're not alone. Everyone has a path. Everyone has their own journey and just appreciating in that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here as well. A month ago, I never would have thought that I would be doing a podcast, but now here I am. Talking about my journey at that. I thought that I was going to be closed-minded, not telling people what my start weight was or where I am now. And now I'll tell you quick, I weighed over 500 pounds.
And it's a little easier to say now that you're not 500 pounds. I know, for me, I have no problem saying I was 387 pounds.
Right.
I didn't say that a lot before. I'm 5 this weight.
Right. And that license weight has been there for how many years?
Since college, okay? I've been 250 since college. So now it's I'm lower than my license weight. I gotta get a new license. But so it's definitely easy to be where you came from now that you're not in it. Because it's almost kind of even if you were okay in that where you didn't necessarily want to lose weight or do something drastic to lose weight, you still feel embarrassed. Right? Everyone's kind of you feel like people are looking at you well, how did you get there? What are you doing with yourself? So you always feel like you have to defend your choices a little bit.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about what's going on with you. You are 3 weeks post-op. Where are you now?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be 4 weeks post-op on this coming Tuesday. So in about 3 days, I'll be 4 weeks post-op. So I'm a little bit past 3 weeks. The process has been going great. Minor food noises. I did move to my soft food diet. It was great. Learning my new tool, learning what I can and can't eat, learning how much I can and can't eat, and learning not to eat fast. So learning to chew your food up and enjoy your food, as our parents would say, enjoy your food instead of wolfing it down.
I didn't realize I did that until after the surgery.
Right.
I didn't realize how fast I was chewing my food and swallowing it until I got sick from doing it.
I don't think I was chewing my food a long time ago, though. I don't think I was chewing. I really feel like I was inhaling it, not whole, but I would take a bite, chew, and swallow. Then it's you wonder why you know what I'm saying? Now I can eat a fourth of a cup of chicken, which is probably a half of a chicken leg. I eat that and I can sit there and eat that for 20 minutes.
Yeah. And before you were eating a whole plate in 10 minutes.
Less than that. Less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. It's sometimes I knew it was a big bag, but sometimes I going now, I'm like, wow, I really was a big bag.
Absolutely. But a lot of people are embracing being a big back because all the people that used to look like models, they're they're fat now. All the people that were star football players, they're getting
Mhm.
fat too. You know, so it's a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
turning into big people, and I'm like, I'm not embracing this no more. I'm getting this stuff off because the longer you live and you're bigger,
Mhm.
the more health complications you can possibly have. You know, I want to be here for my family and my kids.
Yeah, because I was 32, I'm 33 now. I was 32 when I had my surgery. And like I said before, I didn't have any like major health issues. So I wasn't diabetic or had high blood pressure or anything, but I felt old. My knees were hurting, my
Yeah,
ankles were hurting. I could only wear flats because if I ever wore heels, like it was just torture to me. And it's
right,
like, I'm too young to be feeling like after a few minutes of standing up, I gotta sit down. Like that's not normal. Big back or not, like it's not healthy.
right. That's what I used to resort to, always sitting down. Can't work a job where I'm standing up on my feet all day, or so I walk like, a pirate in the morning. It'd be hard for me to walk. Can't stand up all day when I'm cooking. I always have to have a chair, or, I'm trying to get out of that. I want to be able to stand up all day and, have a good time versus I'm always the guy everybody has to crowd around because he's sitting down, or cleaning up my house. I used to clean my house up and now I have to sit down and take breaks. So,
Yeah. I hate like unfortunately I was that go get it person. So and when I say that, I would sit there and have my kids go get me that for me. Go bring me
oh,
that. Go do that for me right quick. And so it was like I was ordering them around and they get in my steps.
I think that's gonna still happen though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's I think skinny and I think that's gonna happen regardless. But
Yeah,
it's
they
just
need to be
gonna be
put to work.
led. Right.
Yeah, I
Not
kinda think like, "Okay, can I do this?" I didn't get up, but
right.
I agree. We still don't use them.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
how's it with the weight loss so far?
All right. So the week of Valentine's Day I was 511 pounds. I'm down 50 pounds now. So it's great. I thank you. It's great. But what they didn't warn me about was the stalls. But they told me about stepping on the scale. I step on the scale every day, which I don't think that's going to change. I say I'm going to stop, but my scale is right next to my bathroom. So right now I'm going through a stall where I haven't lost a pound, but it's mainly water weight. I reintroduced food a week ago. So my body's not feeding off of the fat cells anymore. It's feeding off of the food, but it's not much food. So it's only about a cup of food a day. So now I'm looking at my weight has increased no more than 5 pounds. If it goes up another 5 pounds, I'm gonna have to go talk to that doctor and say, hey, listen, something's not right. But no, I think that it's a part of the process. Stalls happen. I've had my support system also tell me, as well as you told me about the weight gain is pretty normal. I'm getting my fluids in, so my body's still inflamed. I think that it's probably the inflammation and possibly some minor water retention, but it's going good. It's going good. I definitely don't feel how I felt a month ago.
And also, it's like 50 pounds in less than a month. That's a lot for the body
Well,
to do. So it's like it's gotta kinda readjust, reset, make sure you're not going to like starvation mode. So
right.
it's kinda reacting to that too. You don't want to lose all that weight instantly because that's when you look a little sick. And everybody like, Is they on something? Why their face look like that?" Because I was really worried about the extra skin. So when I started stalling, I was like, okay, it's allowing me to slow down a little bit so I could do more toning to get it to where my skin isn't just like hanging on the floor. Cause that was
Right.
my biggest thing. I only wanted to do the bariatric surgery. I don't want to go back to do any type of skin repairs. So I was inhaling the collagen, doing all the toning and stuff as I was losing the weight to kind of help prevent it to be so severe. I mean, I still have extra skin, but it's nowhere near where I need to get surgery, and I thank God for that because I don't want to get it. I can't do that one. I feel like that
Right.
one is more extreme or more like with the recovery. That's
Yeah.
worse than bariatric surgery. So I'm a
Yeah.
wimp.
But you have to have those drains.
Yeah, this is a lot.
But like I said, we're nowhere near medical professionals. We know what we're talking about on our journeys. But what I will say is I think those scars kind of go away a little bit. Like, yeah, they kind of diminish a little bit from some people who I've seen. I've seen them and
Yeah.
you can't even tell they had it.
That's true. Do you still well, you're still new, but, like, I'm over a year out, and I still see my stomach scars from the bariatric surgery. It's
Yeah,
still there.
I see them, but a little cocoa butter fix that right on up. Right on up.
Exactly. I mean, and it was like you said, everyone's journey is different. It might be medically necessary for you to have that skin surgery. So
Mhm.
if you need it, definitely get it because if you have excess skin, some people it can cause like rashes and you can have like where you're constantly having to have like what is it, like the cream to kind of help because
Mhm.
it's always chafing and everything. So
Yeah,
if you're in that situation and you need to get your tummy tuck, get your penny, all of that, enjoy
right,
it. I don't like pain, y'all. Like, I'm a wimp when it comes to pain, and I just know I couldn't handle.
right. I have a high pain tolerance. My pain tolerance is probably through the roof. It don't mean I like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I can take it, but I just don't like it. So yeah.
Exactly. So, how's the eating been going?
It's good. You have to me and food used to go together real bad. And
There's your
so now
bestie, huh?
right, that was big. So you have to change what you eat. You have to divorce it, break up, blah. And you have to follow this journey with a fine tooth comb. So what I do is find what I like. I know I like chicken. I love chicken. So with them telling me I can eat chicken, what I do, and I just found out about this barbecue sauce last night. It has no calories, no sugar, no high fructose corn syrup. I love it. It's amazing. So I eat that. I can only eat a fourth of a cup. So it's about that much chicken. It has to be shredded up. It's almost like it's just been pulled apart. Vegetables, cabbage, soft that you can mash with a spoon, nothing crunchy or hard. It's amazing. I have to get my protein shake in. I have to get my vitamins in daily. My vitamin has calcium in it, so I just take 4 of those a day. Just making sure that I eat 4 times a day, drink my 64 ounces of fluids, take my vitamins, and I get my 60 minutes in a day of working out. Now, I'm guilty. Some days I do, some days I don't. Some days I kind of say, hey, well, I was walking around the house, so that'll count. That really didn't count. So I really have to focus. That's why I said that I was going to go to the gym and dedicate myself to going here for an hour because me walking around the house, I mean, I could probably walk in here, walk in the kitchen, walk around, clean up a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I am a neat freak. But that's really not exercise. We go outside and walk the dogs or walk around the neighborhood or, walk with the kids. That's walking around, but just walking around the house or that's not really exercising. So I'm committing myself to going to the gym for 60 minutes a day, getting my 60 fluid ounces in and getting my ounces in and getting my protein. So it's a process with it. It's definitely a process.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I once I had my surgery after I got like past the 3-month mark and I was given the okay to like really work out, I had worked out, but I could never get to every day or 5 days a week. It was just schedule wise. I'm a mom. I got other stuff to do. Just was too much for me to commit to. And so I just was like, I wasn't even gonna try because I knew that if I kept skipping it, I would be like, get off of it completely and I won't be able to,
Right.
keep it in part of my routine. So I just was like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do an hour those days. So it's not as much as they want me to do, but it works for me to make sure that it actually gets done. Like me
Right.
doing it 3 times a week, at least now most weeks, I'm doing 3 times a week. When I was trying to do it 5 times a week, it was so hard. I just
Well,
schedule wise, I just don't have time for it.
so me, how I look at things, my kids don't live with me full time, right?
Mhm.
So they'll
Yeah.
come over on the weekends. So I used to do fight sports. I used to do kickboxing. I'm not doing it right now, but I'm interested in doing CrossFit. So
Hmm.
my
So you're gonna do
job
like
is
different activities.
right. That's what I want to do. My mind tells me that I want to do this. So I'm going to actually try it. But stuff is expensive now.
Yes.
It's not like this program, I have to commit to it. This program
Hmm.
is like $185 a month,
Exactly.
versus getting a Planet Fitness membership for $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe I just start this way. But I kind of gorge on things when I did kickboxing. I was going every single day, Monday through Friday, you know. So if I say I'm gonna do it and I start doing it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's just and one of my things that I've been focusing on is consistency. So I'm working on my consistency with things and following through and following up, doing things. So I think I'm just gonna go to Planet Fitness and just start there. And once I lose a little bit more, I'll advance and then I'll go to that stage then.
Yeah. One thing with me, for those who don't know, I'm neurospicy. I have ADHD and all the other letters. But one thing that I've noticed that when I was going to the gym, it wasn't just an hour workout at the gym. It was the hour workout, the 30 minutes it took for me to get dressed, the 10 minutes took me to drive to the gym. Afterwards, I got to sit for a little bit and reset. So now my hour workout has taken up 3 hours of my day. And like I said, I'm busy. So one of the things I had to do was figure out a way to cut it that time so that I'm still doing an hour of actual workout. So I started doing YouTube and I just found some really good YouTube programs and videos and playlists. And that way I get up first thing in the morning, takes me 5 minutes to get dressed, and I just go to the living room and get started. For me, it was because it doesn't take up as much of my life, it was easier for me to do. But it was like when I first started, I thought I had gym membership. I was going to do the classes. Like you just realize you have to kind of accommodate. If it's something you really want to do and it's not working, you have to like figure it out and kind of, address it as is because I didn't think I would be on YouTube, but I ended up canceling my membership just because I never went. I was always on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube will have you feeling like you Mr. and Mrs. Olympia. They will make YouTube University is number one. It's just I don't have the space in my house to do it. So
I usually do it when the kitties are asleep, so they're not in my
right.
way, but absolutely. So either way, the moral of the story is just try to do it. Whatever you
Absolutely.
can, just try to get it in.
Right.
What about your taste buds? Did you notice like a change in the different things you're eating now that you're introducing food again?
So I had some things I wanted to try. So I wanted chicken salad was good. I had Subway had some new chicken salad they just came out with. It was just chicken and mayonnaise, and I can have that. So that was good. I had a weird infatuation with wanting some catfish. I got that. It was top tier. And then I said, last but not least, let's go to Waffle House, the old school special Waffle House egg scrambled with cheese. I got it. I never recommend it again in life. It was horrible. Like I could not stomach it. I can't do it. So what I
And that was
did,
a favorite before.
you can go to the Waffle House where I am right now. They know me by name. Like they know what I'm gonna get. They know exactly how I want it. And they would say it just like that. Yeah, they would. They would get it. So when they see my truck pulling in, they would go ahead and get it dropped for me because I used to go right before I go to work. Now I drive right past that because I'm like, I don't know, man. What am I gonna do with this? You know, I like my eggs scrambled soft with cheese. When I got it, they were scrambled hard with cheese. So that was one issue. I ended up getting some brown eggs from Publix. Scramble them soft, top tier. It's just they can't have all that grease what they use, and they can't scramble them hard. You know, you can tell somebody to do something for you, and then it's like, you know what, I do it myself. You know, so that's what it is. I have to do it myself.
And a lot of times, like you said, with the grease and everything, you'll be surprised at some of the things that the restaurants add.
Mhm.
Because I think IHOP adds pancake batter or something. Someone told me that. They had some kind of sugar or sweet to their stuff, and you're just like, I didn't realize that's how they were cooking their food. And you don't realize till you get sick.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse has sugar.
Yeah, yeah. They put sugar on their steak. And I
Right,
never cook steak with sugar at home. Sometimes the safest thing to do is just make it yourself so you know exactly what you're eating and exactly what was used.
right,
So I definitely agree with that. Now, like me being over a year, my taste buds are still not the same. Some things have gotten where I'm able to drink it a little bit better or, eat it, but other things, it never came back. So it's just interesting kind of thinking about understanding that because like for me, it was certain things it's like, that's just, I can never eat that. But it's like, you can't make those assumptions after your
right,
surgery. You got to try it all again and see how your new stomach is going to react because the things you love, you may not be able to have anymore. And
right,
the things that you thought was just like God awful might be, the tastiest thing now.
right.
Some people love cottage cheese. That's not something I love. Did you try it? Did you end up trying the cottage cheese?
I had some buffalo chicken dip with it. Buffalo chicken dip was a 10 out of 10. Now, I just want you to
Really?
ask, it was a 10 out of 10. Now, I'm going to get you that.
Wow.
I want you to record this for me. Buffalo chicken dip with cottage cheese was a 10 out of 10. But I want you as the host to ask me, will I ever try cottage cheese again?
Would you ever try cottage cheese again?
Absolutely not.
See, I thought you get ready to convince me to some cottage cheese. You're just like,
Don't
no.
do it.
Was it the texture?
The buffalo chicken dip again was a 10 out of 10 or 20 out of 10. I'll eat it again. But would I ever use it with cottage cheese? Absolutely not.
It just didn't. It didn't hit right with the cottage
No,
cheese.
no.
Was it
It's
the
weird.
texture or?
We blended it. So we blended it, and I can't do it
It's
anymore.
still.
I tried it once, but I won't eat it again.
Yeah,
Yo,
no, I agree. Another one is Greek yogurt. I used to like, and Greek yogurt has a lot of protein in it. So that was something pre-surgery when I was getting ready for the process. I ate a lot of that to kind of like get ready for that diet. And I could handle it easy. Like, love me some Greek yogurt. Now I cannot take it. It's just like the texture, the way it sits on my stomach. It's just, I can't do Greek yogurt at all. I was so happy when they start making just regular protein yogurt because I could eat that. It's a little bit lighter, but that Greek yogurt is just too thick. I can't do that at all. Or you're saying no yogurt, period, because you're
I
just
didn't
shaking your
eat
head.
I didn't eat yogurt as a kid. I didn't eat yogurt as a young adult. I don't eat yogurt as a mid-age adult. I don't like Greek yogurt, Yoplait yogurt, good yogurt, or
None of it.
bad yogurt. Mm-mm.
None of it. I like it with granola. Like, that's just granola, some fruit. That's a good breakfast. That's a good breakfast. He's like, absolutely not.
No, I can't do it. Like there, you will never see the little kitty. You won't ever see that in my house. I don't even buy my kids.
Not even the Go-Gurts.
No.
Okay, what about sleep? How's sleep going with you?
Sleep was pre-surgery. I got 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. I would wake up in the middle of the night, usually at like 1 or 2, maybe 3, and I would watch streamers online playing a video game or something. I would watch them until I got sleepy at around 5 or 6, knowing I got to get up and go to work at 8. Now I can go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night, and I can wake up at noon the next day. The sleep is top tier now. Like I
That's
slept
really
like
good.
I slept like a baby last night. Ever since I've had surgery, I slept like a baby every night.
Really?
Every
That's
night,
good.
with pain or without pain. Now, immediately after surgery, it was, it was enhanced a little bit because, I had some assistance with the medication. But,
Good stuff.
now is once I fall asleep, like if I say, let's say if I plan on going to sleep tonight at around 9 or 10,
That's early for you.
early. So I go to sleep, wake up probably about 9 or 10 tomorrow.
No, waking up in the middle of the night.
No, only reason why is I wake my little girls up to make sure that they're okay. I've been
Yeah.
doing that since they were babies. They're newborns. So that's just an instinct, a fatherly instinct that I have. Like, hey,
To make sure you breathe it.
yeah, we use the bathroom,
That's so sweet. For me, I've always been able to run off for 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Like, I'm that person where I have so much on my list. I have so
Yeah.
much to do with the kids and work and always working on something. And so I had to readjust because working out and then now I'm not getting as many calories. My body was like tanking out of me. I was tired and I'd like usually 3 hours or 4 hours sleep. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Like, let's keep going. Now it's like, if you don't get your 8 hours, you just feel drowsy. You feel like you're just completely drained. You need your sleep, you need your water, and you need your vitamins. Those are the 3 things like you can't skip. You skip any one of those, you're gonna like physically just feel so drained. Like, and it's like, I was not expecting that. Like, I had to readjust my schedule to make sure that because I wasn't necessarily like I was out of trouble sleeping. It was just like, for me, I was choosing to stay up and do stuff. Now it's just like, come 9 o'clock, everything I get shut down and I got to get my butt to bed because otherwise I'm not going to function.
Right. Absolutely. So yeah, that's my day is revolved around that now. It's like I can't wait to go take me a little nap. Yeah. Yeah. So it's amazing now though.
Well, I'm excited for us. I think this is going to be a fabulous journey. We're definitely going to be doing more of these like mini episodes with just us chit chatting and kind of catching up and sharing things about our journey. But I'm just so happy that you're here and that
I'm
you're
glad to
part of
be
the
here.
team. I
I'm
feel
happy to
like
be here.
we're going to be like the dynamic duo. Like now
That's
it's just
right.
all going to go up from here, right?
Hey, listen, that's it.
I'm so excited. All right. Well, next time, Jesse, I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, that's a wrap on today's Let's Talk About It. Just a reminder, we're not doctors, therapists, or experts over here.
Nope, just two folks on a journey, figuring it out just like everybody else.
We're just talking about it, sharing what's real, and hoping it helps somebody feel a little less alone.
So if something we said hit home, take what you need and leave the rest.
We'll be back with more real talk next time. Remember, your journey is yours, but you are not alone.
Keep showing up for yourself, and hey, keep talking about it. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into Bariatric Paths. If you found today's episode inspiring or helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit. Stay connected with us at bariatricpaths.com, where you'll find resources, updates, and all the details about our annual conference happening this fall in Atlanta, Georgia. It's your chance to connect, learn, and celebrate your journey alongside an incredible community. Join the conversation with our Facebook group, Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe, and follow us on all social media at Bariatric Paths for daily support and inspiration. Your journey is unique, and we're here every step of the way. Bariatric Paths, your journey, your way. The views and stories shared on the Bariatric Paths podcast are for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have specific health concerns, please consult your healthcare provider. Your journey is unique. Make decisions that are right for you. See you next time.